Our next topic is the job template survey. So what is a job template survey? In Ansible engine there is var's prompt, and the purpose of var's prompt is to prompt the user for input while running the job. And var's prompt is creating a variable. This var's prompt is not supported in Tower, so you need to rework your playbooks if your playbooks are using var's prompt. And you need to use the alternative. The alternative is provided by job template surveys. If you create a job, there's an extra variables option, which allows you to define variables on the job. And you can select prompt on launch to prompt for variable values while launching the job template. So the user will see the prompt while launching the job. And these options make sense for a skilled Ansible user who can become interactive with the jobs. To make it easy for anyone to provide variables, job template survey can be used. And the job template survey prompts for variables when the job is started. And variables from a survey have highest priority. Now, when you are working with surveys, you can define default survey answer types. So the variables can be defined as one of the following. You can define it as text, in which a single line of text is expected, or text area, which is for text on multiple lines, or password, where it is treated as sensitive information, or multiple choice single select, which is a list of options where one of the options can be selected, or even multiple choice multiple select, which is a list of options where multiple options can be selected. Or also an integer, which is an integer, or a floating point decimal. And while creating a survey, a default answer can be specified to make it even easier. Also, questions can be marked as required, which means that an answer in the survey must be provided. So how do we create it? Well, a survey cannot be created during creation of the template. You first need to create the template, then you save it, and next you add the survey to it. So let's go check this out. So here we are back in the Ansible Tower interface, and let's just use my template. And on my template, I'm going to click it. And when we click it, you can see that there's this option, Add Survey. Also, if you hover over this, there is this nice explanation. So if at any time you're not sure what is expected, then you can read it right here. Let's click on Add Survey, and let's add a prompt, which username, and then description, enter the name of the user you want to create. That makes it a little bit easier for the user to understand. And the answer variable name. What is this? Well, that's the name of the variable that you are going to create. So the survey is just a prompt, and the survey results in a variable. And the variable is username. And then we have the answer type, and the answer type is where you can choose an answer type. And we have a list, and in the list you can set all these different types of variables. So this would be text, and you can even specify minimal and maximal length. So if you need at least two characters, you set a minimal character length of 2. Then you click Add, and then you see what it looks like, and you click Save. So then you go back to the template, and on the template you use run to run your template, and there we can see that the survey pops up. So which user do you want to create? User L? No, that's not possible. You need at least 2 characters, so it is okay when we type user Lisa, for instance. Then I'm using next, and we can see even in a preview how it is going to behave, and then it's going to launch. And notice that it isn't doing anything with this user, but the process is showing pretty well that this job template user is actually being used. Now let's get back to the job a little bit more, because I also need to show you the extra variables. So here we have extra variables, and even on extra variables there is a prompt on launch option. So what is going to happen if we do prompt on launch on extra variables? You know what? Let's first edit the survey. And I'm removing the survey. Let's not forget to save. You always need to save. Then we have these extra variables. I'm going to save this, and we are going to launch it and just try to understand what is happening by launching the job. And there we can see that this is also working, but this is not so very clear. This requires a user who knows what they are doing. If you know how to work with Ansible, this makes sense. If you don't know how to work with Ansible, then you will be wondering, what do I need to do here? And that is why job template surveys are really a much better way. They're much more user-friendly, and this is the way how you should work with dynamic variables in your Ansible playbook.